In an Access database, remember that all data is stored within tables. Tables contain fields, or columns as they're sometimes called. Fields store different kinds of data. For example, a last name, an address, or a hire date. Tables also have records, or rows as they're sometimes called. Records contain all the information about a particular object. For example, all the fields I just mentioned can describe one specific employee. Let me show you an example of how an employee table might look. If you see the message bar on your screen, you'll need to temporarily enable the content of this database. In Part 1, Lesson 2, we discussed creating a trusted location for the Project Files folder. If you would like to create a trusted location, please refer to that lesson. If you need to temporarily enable the content of this database, here are the steps you need to take. Click the Options button on the message bar to open the Microsoft Office Security Options dialog box. Now select the Enable This Content option and click OK. When the opening screen comes up, click Close, and what I'd like you to do is scroll up to the top of the navigation pane so we can see all the tables. What I'd like you to do is double-click on this table, TBL Employees. This is the employees table we have created within this database. Access opens it in the object window to the right of the navigation pane. And as you see, we have many fields that define an employee. I'm going to scroll to the right so you can see all the various fields that we have. We have address information, city, state, zip. We have some phone numbers. We have some birth dates, some spouse information, emergency contact information, some tax information, equal employment opportunity codes. And you also see at the very last fields here, we have active, notes, and this paperclip icon. This is an attachment field, and we'll discuss that later in this lesson. I'd like you to scroll all the way back, and what you see down the left side is each of these rows is one particular employee. All the information about one employee is stored within each record. In order to store data in a table, you first must create the table. In Access 2007, you can create a new table by several methods. What I want to show you first is how to create a new table by simply entering data into the fields of a new table data sheet. So what I'd like you to do right now is close this table Employees. There are several ways to do it. What I'd like you to do this time is right-click on the tab and select Close from the shortcut menu. Next, click the Create tab on the ribbon, and in the Tables group, you see the far left option says Table. Click that option, and Access creates a new table in Datasheet view. It also opens a new contextual ribbon tab called Datasheet, and this is right underneath the Table Tools heading. Over to the left, we have a Views group, and you can switch the views of this table. We have a Fields and Columns group. We have a Data Type and Formatting group, and we have a Relationships group. In the Fields and Columns group, we have a New Field, Add Existing Fields, Lookup Column, Insert, Delete, and Rename. All of these commands help you create new fields, insert fields, and rename fields. The Data Type and Formatting group has options for formatting the data within the fields themselves. The Relationships group has two buttons, Relationships and Object Dependencies, and we'll talk about these later in this lesson.